Welcome to our 43rd date. I'm Sexy T alongside
Sassy Star.
And this is the Single Girl's Non-Guide to Sex, Dating, and Life in General. Before we continue, let me remind you that this is a non-guide. The title of the show is a disclaimer because this podcast could help you with some shit, get you into some shit, or keep you from getting into some shit. With that being said,
let's get into some shit. I feel like that shortened. Did you shorten that?
No, I switched some words around by accident. I didn't even do it on purpose.
Okay, you should even get it all.
I got it. I just got it.
There's at least
order.
one fuck up too. You're doing good.
I know I'm getting better, right? It's the alcohol.
I mean, you wrote it. I really don't understand how you could have fucked it up in the first place.
I mean, I don't know.
Good job. All right.
Thank you.
So this is actually, you said 43rd, and I know that the last episode you said it was 43rd.
Yeah.
So let's let them know that you can math and tell them why we're redoing.
Okay, so we're not redoing the 43rd episode. Last week's episode was actually the 42nd date. So what had happened was what happened?
I counted wrong.
I counted wrong. That's pretty much what it is. I was never really good at math to begin with, so that's it.
There we are. So we are actually 43rd date right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, especially on Apple and Google Podcasts. We need your 5 stars and we need your reviews. Give us some topics that you want us to talk about. Let us know if you want to be on the show or if you have a story that you want us to talk about on the show. Instagram at SGNG_podcast. Facebook at SGNG podcast. No underscore. And email sgnonguide@gmail.com. Yeah.
No underscore. Cut it.
No underscore.
All right. So, the drink of the week is White Claw. Okay, so I'm driving to the liquor store. That's like literally 2 minutes from my house, and I heard on the radio that Canada now has White Claw, strawberry or some shit like that. I don't know. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll have it at the liquor store. And then I went into the liquor store. I was like, I need a fun drink, and he took me to the White Claw. So I was like, I just listened to this on the radio, so it's meant to be that we're drinking White Claw
Hard seltzer,
black cherry, sparkling.
What's the alcohol?
Oh, I thought it said hand sanitizer.
So did I.
I'm like, holy shit, bitch.
What did you buy? I can't do
It's
this.
not hand sanitizer, so hope to God.
Hard seltzer, not hand sanitizer. What alcohol is in it?
I don't know.
Does it say, is it vodka?
I don't know.
It just says alcohol.
It's moonshine.
It could be ethanol for all we know. Okay.
But I did get a bottle of wine just in case we don't like it. So we're good either way.
Okay, let's taste it. Cheers.
Can you finish your wine or pre-drink?
That was yours. Yeah, I finished mine. I got frustrated and I was like,
I don't want to drink it out of the can. I don't like that.
you're such a fucking lady. Okay. Here we go.
I didn't even spill. All right, cheers to everybody on a Sunday afternoon.
It's gluten-free. There's no gluten. I can taste it.
Oh, that's so good. Is it diet? Ooh, that would be even better. It's only 1 gram of sugar, yo. This is my new shit.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Let's just get into it. I'm going to just put it all out there. I can't. I'm going to cry.
Don't cry. It's okay.
So, we've all put on a little bit of weight, right? COVID, the gyms are being closed. So I'm not even going to lie. I put on like 30 pounds? Yeah, about 30.
Myself as well.
30 pounds. Okay, so I went from
pounds.
like 155 to 187. What? I was 175 when I gave birth to my first child, and I was 200 pounds when I gave birth to my second child, because he was my last one. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to eat fucking McDonald's 3 times a day.
Be happy.
So I was 210 and whatever. I was pregnant, and I dropped the weight like that. I went right back down to 150. And then my second child, I only gained like 10 pounds. And now I am at the weight that I was in between my first and second child. Pregnant. Okay? So
I gained 30 pounds too. I was 154, went up to 184. My highest weight when I was pregnant was 201. The weight I was before my big weight loss a few years ago, like 2 years ago, was 198, so I was pretty much 200 pounds. And then my lowest was 149, like last year.
Jesus,
last
that's
year.
like huge.
Those, I know,
Wow.
I've been all over the place. So like, when I went through my last weight loss, I was like, never again. So I got rid of a lot of clothes because I didn't want to have those to fall back on. I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm having a big girl day today, so I'm going to go and throw on something to cover up. Like, no,
Yeah.
I got rid of anything that I could rely on for comfort. I kept a few things, not going to lie, but like most of it's gone. So now I literally stand in my closet making myself dizzy, going in circles, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to wear. Because I've got all these clothes and I can't wear them because, or I've torn them.
My jacket!
My favorite pants have like holes all in the crotch. I can't see, like my thighs are rubbing together now again. My arms are, I never noticed my arms more than I do now.
Like, is it because I pointed out mine last week? I was flying to your house.
This host said she was gonna fly over. Like she's like, I got so much fat, I can fly to your house. I was like, girl, don't even. And I hope that nobody feels body shamed or any way about this if you are bigger, and that like you feel how you want to feel about your own body. This is how I feel about mine. This is how she feels about hers, and we're allowed to feel that way.
But the problem, okay, so like I've gained the weight, which I have in the past, right? Like I've always had an issue with my weight. I've always never been satisfied with the way that I looked. I could have been 130, 150, 145, 185, going to the gym, hard as a rock, you know what I mean? And I would never be satisfied. So, but I've always been the person that's like, okay, you know what, I've gained a little bit weight. It won't take long for me to get it off, right? I go to the gym for a month and I'm good. I'm back to it, right? But I don't know if it's my age or if it's I don't give a fuck, if it's the COVID shit, like, I just don't even know, because it's like, I knew I was gaining weight because my jeans wouldn't fit, but it was just like, I said, fuck it, like, I ate like shit, period, point blank, stop going to the gym, and then it's just like, I gotta do something. When I go to my doctors and my doctors tell me I need to lose 20 pounds, that's it. Like, there is no coming back from that. I'm putting my jacket on today, and I heard a... It didn't rip, but it's stretched, bitch. It's stretched. And I was like, okay, this is it. This is it.
I had my doctor tell me, after I had my son, he told me that my abdomen was torn and that I'll never have abs again. As
That's
much
most
as I
pregnancies,
love,
though.
but like, there are women who have had their abdomens torn and they still have abs. And like, I was able to get low enough in my weight that I was able to, I didn't have like ripped hard abs because I don't like that look. That's not me. But I was able to get the shape of the abs that I wanted. Like, I was happy with that. But at the end of the day, I guess, if your doctor's telling you that it's unhealthy, if he's telling you for a specific reason.
But
so.
it's also like health-wise too, right? Because like with my heart and stuff, it just makes my heart worse and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, this is my plan, okay? So he told me to do a 900 calorie a day. 900 calories a day!
Your first coffee?
Right? With Bailey's, I can have 3 coffees a day. Because it's like 200, 250, 3, depending on how much Bailey's I put in my coffee. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I'm actually, I did a lot of research, and actually my daughter does the fasting.
Oh, the
20-hour fasting.
Yeah.
So Monday, I'm going to start doing the fasting and see. So I'm sorry for everybody I live with, everybody I work with, and all of my friends, because I'm going to be completely bitchy without my coffee, without my carbs, without my chocolate, without my ice cream.
All you want. You ain't never been bitchy to me, not once. I've never seen you be bitchy to me for any reason. And
really?
And you've been like super pissed about shit, and you still not been bitchy towards me.
Oh, that's good.
And you just love me.
Oh,
that's just
good.
it. You just love me.
And I think you've given me whiskey too.
I have.
Weird.
I've definitely given you whiskey.
Yeah. You're lucky.
I've definitely given you whiskey.
So, with that being said, starting Monday, so my weight today, this morning when I woke up, was 184.4. So from last week, I've dropped like 3 pounds.
Okay, good.
Right?
Good.
But I ate like shit this weekend. Like, I'm like, my last meal, I'm on like death row. So I fucking had like coffees, ice cream, Burger King, pizza. Yo, I killed it. Tomorrow I'm gonna be back up to 4 pounds overweight. But at the end of the day, I'm saying this today. And T's gonna jump on with me. I don't know if you want to do the fasting or like what you want to do.
I've actually been doing the fasting. I started doing fasting in January.
But you're not sticking to it.
No, I stopped sticking to it like in the last month. Like end of mid-February to now is when I kind of dropped off. But like end of December, like pretty much New Year's to mid-February, I was doing really good with it. I was really good. Yeah. So I'm excited to get back on. Okay. And now I have a support system to do it. So maybe I'll stick to it a little bit longer.
And accountability.
Accountability.
So
that's
next week when we're on, y'all better be like, bitch, what's your weight?
Hold us accountable.
Because this is my, that'll be my check-in, and that'll be your check-in. And at the end of the day, I know my girl MJ's doing her shit, so we're going to involve her if she wants to come in, anybody else that wants to come in, or even like tell us like what you're doing to, you know, either get back into shape, keep the COVID weight off.
So wait, like, you can't just do the intermittent fasting. What else are you doing on top of that?
Morning bike. Okay. So I'm going to get up at 5:30 tomorrow and go on for 15.
Okay.
And work my way up, because fuck, I used to be able to do like an hour of spin class and then go lift weights. You know what I mean? But I know my body can't do that, and if I push myself to that point, I'm just gonna get depressed, because that's what happened. I got the bike like almost 3 weeks ago, and I've been on it once because I went on it for 10 minutes and I couldn't do what I did before.
So it just
and I'm just like, I was just depressed about it, and it just sat there. So, so yeah, working out early morning, 15 minutes, and
Okay, I've got 2 apps and a treadmill. So I have this app, and it literally sounds like Siri, and I think that's why I like it. I don't know why I'm weird, but she's like 15 seconds left.
It's like a robot.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, if it hurts, you're doing it incorrectly.
What app is this?
I think it's called Weight Loss for Women or something like that. And so I picked like for weight loss, like for my tummy, that's my problem area. So that's what we work on. And then my other app that I use, the app that I got you on last year, but you ain't never done not one workout.
Did I do one?
You didn't do one. No, you didn't. You did do not one, because it tells you. That's how we keep each other accountable. Because like whenever you do a workout, it sends me a notification. Whenever I do a workout,
okay, maybe we should get back on that then.
I've been on it. You need to get back on it.
I don't even think it's on my phone anymore.
And we could even on that one, we could even share workouts. So like I'll share it to you, and then we can both do it at the same time. But I'm at home, you're at home.
Right. So okay, let's do it. So anybody else that wants to do it too, like we could get like a whole group into this,
a whole SGNG and workout party.
Just fucking support each other, because bitch, it's hard.
It really is.
It so
really
hard.
is. And you know what? I feel like I did so well at the beginning of quarantine, and then I'm gonna take accountability.
It just went on too long.
It went on way too long. It went on way too long. It really did. And like, I was doing really good with my eating, but then like there are people who I was around and they don't eat so well. They like their McDonald's and they chips.
You
and
were
shit.
doing so good.
I was
you
doing
really
so
were.
good. And then like other people were eating like and fools. I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
No, you don't. We don't bleep out. We don't do that.
That's a lie. We done bleeped out lots of shit. Don't lie to them.
Okay.
We don't bleep out
Not
names.
anymore. I said we don't do that no more. What's said is said.
What's said is
card
said.
Card played is a card played, baby.
Yes. And so, okay, if you notice any difference between our recordings now as opposed to before, we have gone completely independent, and we are literally learning as we go. Every episode is literally a new learning experience for us. We should have started an hour and a half ago. We were trying to figure out video, we were trying to figure out audio, we were trying to figure out recording. So I hope that you guys stick with us, because it's gonna be a journey. It might be a little bit loud one episode, it might be a little bit low another episode, but the only way we're gonna know and figure out is if we learn and if you tell us. We got some feedback this week, which we applied today, so hopefully it all works out.
From Auntie?
Well, not just from Auntie,
but like I haven't got up yet.
I was talking about the microphone.
I was about to, and I was like, no, I can't.
And I really need to get up. I need to. I'm gonna get up.
You're not allowed.
My nose is gonna start running. It's not Corona.
Okay,
Keep talking.
Okay. You were talking about the feedback from the duppy. Is that the feedback?
Ain't no duppies in here.
All right. So we're recording, and it's like. So I'm like, oh, girl, you got duppy, because they're trying to say something into this microphone. So I'm tripping her out. I'm sorry, T, because I know you're like. That's okay though. Oh, here. This one. Cheers, everybody.
Legit. Okay, so I'm gonna get me some sage. I keep saying I'm gonna get sage, but all the places that I see sage are like in awkward places. Like I went to, you know that store Spencer's Gifts, and they have all the like, novelty
real
gifts.
stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like I went in there, they have a whole wall of sage. I was like,
no.
This can't be real. And then they have it on Amazon. I'm like, no, I want like real sage. Where's there a flea market here? You know, I don't know
Ogden?
Like that.
Oh my gosh, I will take you.
Okay, we're gonna go on our field trip. Because I didn't know that they had sage. I didn't even know there was a flea market.
Yeah, it's only open Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh, what time do they close today? Because I'll go today. Okay. So
that's the weight loss. That's the weight thing.
And you know what? Like, since we're talking about weight real quick, I want to talk about booty meat and booty smacks. Okay? Because not everybody's booty is shaped the same way. Not everybody's meat lies the same way on their booty. You got to know where to do it. If you got a girl and you want to smack her on the ass, and you come from the top.
Don't do it!
And you hit her back. Oh, okay? And I'm speaking for bitches who got back. I got a lot of back, and I'm not talking about booty. Okay? I'm talking to Instagram and YouTube, okay? If you smack my ass from the top, you're gonna hit back. If you smack it from the bottom, you're gonna get jiggle. Yeah. So you gotta come from head. Kind of like you're smacking somebody upside their head, you gotta smack me upside my booty. Or full on impact. Right on the booty. I don't like
impact. I
like it both. I'll take it from the bottom and from like head on. But like smacking it from the top down on me is not gonna work. Can you take top down?
No, it hurts. Regardless of how big your shit is.
She has ass.
Just don't do that.
Coming from the top down is like when you tell a dude to pull your hair and he grabs it from the top of your head like an idiot. No. You gotta pull him gently and nicely.
Well, yeah.
Well, I feel like what was that? What was that?
It depends, but okay.
All depends on what? What does it depend on?
How rough? I mean, let's just skip the pull here and just.
No, I want to know because like I just feel like when they grab you like this from the top of your head, like that's
like
stupid.
a bitch fight. That's a bitch. That feeling comes like
about.
When you've been in fights and the girls like. You know, grabbing your hair, and that's some bitch shit.
Somebody gets a PTSD flashback, and everybody's all fucked up.
And then but in the back, you know, you grab the hair all nice, you put it in a ponytail. You
wrap it maybe if it's long enough. Nice. See, look at that.
Yeah. 101, 101, 101. 101
and booty smacking 101. Okay.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I had to bring it up because I always have okay. I had a situation where a dude was smacking me from the top down. This wasn't like recently, like in the last few months. This was actually like last year. And he kept doing it. And I'm like, and I don't know why I didn't say anything, but probably because every time he caught me off guard, I was doing something else.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, you don't see where my meat falls. The meat falls at the bottom. Like that's where the bulk of my meat is. Okay, not everybody has booty meat at the top, and I already have a small booty as it is, so you got to figure out what the meat is. It's a whole situation. Calculate. You smart. Okay, figure it out.
All right. Well, good to know. Mm-hmm. Good to know.
So, okay, you know what's been pissing me off? Because you know how I listen to podcasts, like, weekly? Mm-hmm. I keep hearing ads for more and more celebrity podcasts. Like... Alec Baldwin done got a podcast. Fucking Jada Pinkett Smith has turned her Red Table Talk show into a podcast. Jill Scott, Jeezy, Kate Hudson, they all
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, those 90210 hoes, they got podcasts.
Oh.
And I get it, we're in a pandemic, so everybody's trying to figure out something else to do. But it's like, it bothers, you know why it bothers me? Because podcasting is a very affordable way to get your voice out there, to be heard, to tell your story if you want to. And I feel like they're all just coming up with, aside from Jada, because I really like Red Table Talk, just these frivolous podcasts so that they can, and they're going to make the money. They already have the name.
They already made money. What do you mean? As soon as they put it on, they made money.
Exactly, right? So as soon as their name's attached to it, they're like, we're trying to make ourselves known and try to get our podcast out there. And it's like, can y'all just like take a few seats?
I'm trying to make your dream come true. I mean, I'm just kind of here. I'm not gonna lie. This is your dream.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'm just kind of here trying to help you out.
But I love that you're here. I love that how we found each other. I love how that we just kind of clicked from the beginning.
It's crazy.
It's just
so crazy.
It's just, and we're still here.
Yeah.
Over a year later, we're still here. Even though we had a quick pause. So we're going to talk about 2020. So, as you all know, like for me, you all know that my father passed away shortly after a breakup. And then after that, I kind of like jumped into something else with somebody else. And it all just got to be a lot. It all just got to be a lot. And I realized I never really dealt with my breakup. I never 100% dealt with the loss of my father. And so it all came to a head towards the end of the year. And I was literally falling apart. Not doing my hair, not doing my nails, not giving a fuck, I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about anything except for my child. So for me, that's why I needed to take a break from SGNG. And I hope I never want, and it's not even like SGNG was a burden. It just wasn't a priority at that time. And I don't want you guys to ever feel like I'm just coming on and talking on the mic just to talk on the mic. We actually feel like we have something to offer, otherwise we wouldn't be here. We've been through some shit. We've talked to you guys about it. We have guests on our show that have valuable information about the things that they've gone through. Or
it's
just
like an outlet for everybody.
Exactly,
basically.
Right? And it didn't feel like an outlet to me at the time. So that's part of the reason why I don't feel like we fell off, but
No, we just took a break.
Yeah.
Because you were going through your stuff, and it was like our recording every Friday was our outlet.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's like the week went by, we met up at the studio, and then it was like everything's just on the table and we're good and we move on.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of it has to do with like the studio kind of not happening the way it was. So then we kind of lost that whole gravitation to that one day a week where we were like letting go. So we didn't have that outlet. And then you were going through your stuff, and I was just tired of social media. Dead ass.
I was sending her stuff and like no responses. I was like, where is she?
I have people checking up on me because they're like, you haven't been on a minute. Are you okay? Like I was just done with it. I felt like it was the same shit all the time. Posting the same shit. Like you go through it and it's just like somebody's doing this and then somebody does the same thing, and I just got to the point where it's just like too much. Like I just don't want to be in it. So I took myself out of it. Yeah. Gained some weight. Ate some food. Got happy. But so it was just like, and then we just had to find us, I think. I think we disconnected to what we wanted to bring and who we wanted to be, and finding us and having our own time to like just deal with what we were going through. When we came back and we're like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, it was like something clicked again, and it was like, all right, we back, like we're here. Let's do this.
We figured out, we made a list of what we want to talk about, who we want to have on. Yeah. And we're just going to go from here. And hopefully we don't run into, hopefully like mentally I can continue to be stable. Because like I said, I still haven't 1000% dealt with my like losing my father, and like it comes to me in waves.
And it will, and it's gonna take time. Like my brother's been gone for 17 years.
Yeah.
And I still go through that.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna take time. But you have plans in place to try to cope with it.
Yeah.
And
I'm not even gonna lie.
we're
I got
all
a therapist.
here for you, right?
I got a therapist, and I had one session, and I do not like her. I'm not fucking with her. I'm sorry. I don't know you personally because we had to do it all over the phone, and maybe that was part of the disconnect because
no, she was just rude.
Yeah, I did not appreciate her tone, and her suggestions were very basic. If I wanted that type of information, I could have literally Googled it, the information that she was giving me. As a matter of fact, I had Googled it because I was Googling how to deal with, of the loss of a parent and stuff like that. And some of the stuff that she said to me was just like, I didn't feel like it was going to be helpful. So I also think it's important when you do make the decision to go into therapy, make sure you find a therapist that is right for you. So if it means going to 4 different sessions with 4 different therapists or more than that, because like I said, I'm not fucking with that last one, but I'm going to be looking into another one until I can figure out what it is that who clicks with me. And I need somebody who I feel like, I don't want to say family, but actually completely devoid of family. I want them to be a complete entity on their own that I can pour into, and then they can pour positivity and help me to cope with what it is that I'm going through.
Which is exactly what therapists are supposed to do. If you find the right one and a good one.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you for stepping up and doing that. And
I know it took a while because I was just like, I honestly didn't think I needed to talk to anybody because it was like, what is anybody going to tell me that I don't already know? Because I was feeling like the one thing that I want, nobody's going to be able to give me. No one's going to bring back my father. No one's going to be able to have those conversations that I used to have with him. So how am I supposed, like, who could possibly help me in this situation? But after talking to you, after talking to even Siggy, after talking to a few different people about their experiences with therapy and PTSD or loss, they all pretty much said the same thing. It's all about finding a therapist who you vibe with. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to work on that. And like I said, anybody out there who's dealing with something similar, or it doesn't even have to be something as big as the loss of a family member. It could be anything. If you have trouble with work and don't go to work and pop off and lose your job, find yourself a therapist or find yourself a new job. One or the other.
Because actually, like right now, there's been so many, people committing suicide, and it's really hard because like even my girl lost somebody, and there's been 2 or 3. It's so important to reach out for help.
Yeah.
Even if it's not just with a therapist, just somebody,
Yeah, somebody close to me actually also, they're a very close friend of theirs committed suicide not even 2 weeks ago. So
it's that time. It's it's the year, it's the shit that people are going through, and everything's just building up.
Losing businesses, losing work, losing and so it's really important for everybody to just take care of yourself mentally. If you feel alone, reach out to somebody, reach out to anybody, and if that person's not the right person, then reach out to somebody else, but just don't do it by yourself, because it's the loneliest feeling. It really is. You could be in a room full of people, which we can't even do right now, but you could be in a room full of people and feel like there's no one with you, feel like you have no support, feel like you're by yourself, and that's a horrible feeling to have, trust me. And I don't wish that on anybody, and I don't want to experience it anymore. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna find a new therapist, and we're gonna move forward with that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Cheers.
Cheers to that. Clink,
Cheers
clink.
to y'all. I love how we tap wine glasses.
Clink.
Respect.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that got real heavy.
It really
was not
did.
even the plan, but
And I didn't even really get to talk about, like, I wanted to get deeper into stuff that I've been through in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to, well, first of all, as you all know, I am the apparent ultimate single girl of the podcast. But
ultimate. She says ultimate.
I mean, I'm the ultimate single girl, period. Definitely of the podcast. But don't jump into something with somebody else after getting out of something with someone else. Give yourself some
your
time.
baggage.
Because, like, it was a lot of baggage that I had, like, mentally with both losing a relationship and losing a father. And then getting into something. Yeah. And I needed that. Like, I'm not even going to front. At the time, I'm so glad I had that distraction. I really am. At the time. Like, at the time, I needed that distraction because I was not... Had I had to be by myself for 2020 after all that loss, I don't know what I would have done. I needed a distraction. I needed to go places, someone to talk to, someone to have fun with. I needed that. So I appreciate having that. But what happened is like you realize a few however long in that, okay, this isn't right. And I kind of knew from the beginning.
You did.
From jump, I said this wasn't right. It didn't feel right. I told you.
And I feel like a bad friend, so I was like, girl, just do it. Like, I kind of feel like I gotta, like...
No, but you know what?
I should have been like, hey. And I was like, go get stick. Go get it.
And you know what? I needed it for, like I said, I needed that outlet. So I needed that outlet, but at the end of the day, it didn't turn out. It turned out exactly the way I thought it was going to turn out. The exact way I thought it was going to turn out.
But you say you kept it. You kept saying it. You kept saying it. And you kept pushing it. So at the end of the day, it happened the way it did because you weren't strong enough to be like. Because you were like, you were like,
there were times
about, you're like, no, I'm done, no, this isn't right, And he's like, no, it's all right. You know?
Right? Yeah, pretty much.
You should have just been like, boom.
And there were times where I was like done, like we are done, like this has got to go, I'm not here for this, blah, blah, blah. But then the talking.
Y'all know, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I'd be sitting there listening, like, this nigga talking so much shit.
Yeah, she knows. But then
talking
like,
so much shit. Like, why are we even doing this right now? But I was like, but you know when someone talks so much? You know when someone talks so fucking much that you don't even care? Like, you're just
exhausted.
I was like, yo,
fine.
Like, this is exhausting. I'm going to my bed. Okay, fine.
Whatever.
I don't have time for this. Do what you gotta do. Like,
you know how much times I say that? Will just... like, you know Will, he can talk. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, it's fine.
And you know so funny because you would say to me, because I'm not into arguments. I hate arguing. I have no, I don't see a purpose for it. If we're not gonna come to a resolution, then there's no point. Why are we even talking about it? And you will engage in an argument. You will engage in a motherfucking argument. Yes. And I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. Like, why? Like, you know you're right. You know you're right. Why are you engaging?
Because I need that invisible trophy, bitch.
Like, you need them to say that you're right.
Yes.
No, you know you're right.
I need a trophy. I need them to say, oh, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. Like, I need that. That feeds me. No.
I mean, I got that a couple times, but I'm just not here for the foolishness. And so I've decided for all of 2021, we are in, what day is it today? It is March 7th, I think. Yeah, because tomorrow's the 8th. I have decided I'm going to stay single for the entire year.
Single how?
Define
single.
Single meaning I'm not dating anybody.
Okay.
I'm not engaging anybody new. Like, I'm not talking to anybody new.
Okay.
I'm not going to act like I'm not going to get dick at some point. It's like...
So you're just going to do booty calls?
Maybe at some point. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know who.
Okay.
I just know that it's going... If I do a booty call, it's going to be somebody who I've already... I'm not bringing in anybody new. I'm not bringing anybody new into this. And it's going to be just that.
I don't like that idea.
Why? I don't want anybody new. You know
I
how...
don't like I don't
Okay,
think that is
why
a
don't you
good
like it?
thing.
Tell me why.
Because
Tell me why.
I think that
I'm gonna write this down and talk like
I
this.
think if you're gonna start, yes, and she's gonna agree with me.
Okay, go on.
If you're gonna start new, right? You're gonna trash everything else. Start fresh this year. Focus on you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't bring the past into the future. You can't do it because regardless if you say it's just gonna be dick, it's just gonna be this. There's gonna be feelings, and you're getting through that. You're working through the therapy. You're doing all of this, and then boop. Who the fuck is this? I don't even care which one it is, but he just popping back up and then popping back out, and that whole emotion is just gonna come flooding back. You need to start new. New dude, new dick, new.
Okay,
and
well,
just start fresh.
if that's the case, then I'm not fucking with nobody for the whole year.
Okay, then
I'd
you
rather
get
just
no
do
dick.
that because I. Why are you so mean?
Because I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't think that's fair.
Well, then get new dick.
I don't want new dick. I don't want dick. I don't. Okay, that's a lie. You're confusing me. Why are you doing this?
You can't do all dick. You can't do all dick. You gotta let that dick go. No.
I don't like you.
I know.
I don't like you right now.
But I think you have a good plan. I think your plan is good. Starting fresh, not dating anybody, waiting till all this extra bullshit because people are doing things that they wouldn't regularly do. They're talking to people they wouldn't regularly talk to because they're lonely, they're bored, they're whatever, right? Yep. So let this all pass. Let's just get this fog that's like fogging up life right now. And blow it away and wait till that's gone. Okay. I think what you're doing is good.
Okay, well, you heard it from her. What I'm doing is good, so I'm going to try and continue with that. But yeah, like, I'm not talking to nobody else. I don't know what stories I'm going to have for y'all.
You know what?
Coming up.
That's what we need you guys for. Tell us your stories.
Tell us your stories. Be on the show.
I get, like, compliments all the time from people that are like, girl, you're just doing what you're doing. You don't care about what people say or what people think.
Nobody got time for that.
And I don't, because at the end of the day, it's just like if I can help somebody to open up and be who they truly are, then that's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm here for your dream. But I'm also here for other people to be like, this is me. Like, at the end of the day, nobody can ever say anything about me that ain't nobody already know or that I haven't talked shit already.
Exactly.
Come, bring it. Like, I dare you.
Right?
And I just want to talk about this hustle thing. Okay? So I did get a compliment about somebody. They're like, you know what? Like, all the shit that I've done OnlyFans, stripping, everything, right? Because at the end of the day, that's who I've always been. Yeah. I've cleaned toilets. I've done this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing that I wouldn't do for my family and to make sure everybody around me is good. Yeah. So they come up and they're like, oh, you know, like, I can't believe you actually, like, let people know that you're doing this shit and blah, blah, blah. Like, big up on you for doing it and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, like, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. Who knows? Who knows? The only people I cared about was my dad. My daddy know now. So it's all out there. I mean, he's probably on Facebook right now, Instagram watching this shit. So, hi, Dad. Hi, Daddy. That's the only person that I cared about, right? Knowing anything, and he knows everything. So it is what it is. But then this bitch is gonna go talk shit. Who? Girl, I don't do names. Okay.
Oh, you don't have to do names. Can I get a description?
But she
address?
And then she goes and talks shit about, oh, she does this, she does that. Yeah, bitch, but you just came to me and told me that shit. Yeah. I'm a hustler. I don't care. But don't be fake. Don't come up to me and be like, oh, girl, I'm so proud of you. I wish I could do, and then go talk shit. I don't play like that. Yeah. I don't, my tummy is rumbling. I'm hungry already. I haven't even started the fucking thing yet. I'm hungry. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I just needed to get that out for some reason that needed to come out. But,
and yeah, I don't like that either. And I don't think anybody likes that. Like, if you see somebody is hustling, whether they're a stripper, whether they're selling their fucking front on fucking Center Street, whether they're cleaning toilets, whether they're a maid, or maybe they're on their way to be a fucking billionaire creating an app. Respect the hustle.
But or don't
Period, point
pretend.
blank.
Like don't
That's what I'm
pretend to.
saying. You don't have to
and
like
then turn
it,
around.
but
Like,
respect it.
Just don't even say nothing about it.
Exactly. You don't have to say nothing about it. You don't have to like it, but respect it, because at the end of the day, none of us are sitting here trying to make money to like go out and buy Bulgari or fucking Louboutins. If we can ever get it, then we get it. But like right now, we are taking care of our fucking families. So
let me tell you what I'm into now. Okay,
here we go. Here we go. I'm waiting.
No,
I'm waiting for this
so
one.
bad. But something hit me because I'm always about shopping, about having, brand names and shit like that. I'm starting to do day trading. And what is stuck in my head right now is that I'm not buying Gucci anymore. Gucci is buying Gucci for me because I'm investing into Gucci.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I wish I would have known this shit and started this shit 20 fucking years ago.
Yep.
20 years. Why didn't somebody tell me? I'm going to tell you right now. Right now. I'm telling you. Don't buy Gucci. Let Gucci buy Gucci. You hear me? Because if I would have heard that 20 years ago, it would have been a different.
That makes so much sense.
My life would have been so different.
Right? Yeah.
So different. But that's what I'm into now is day trading and cryptocurrency.
What have you learned about it so far? Where are you with it?
Oh, bitch. You're just really going to put me on blast.
Yeah.
All right. So it's really hard to find time to study. So I'm only like...
but it's a course that you're taking to like learn how to do it properly.
It's a year course through the States.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna just jump into it and spend a whole bunch of money, and that's what I've researched. Is a lot of people do that. They're like, they go online. Like everyone's like, oh, you could have gotten it for free here. You could have gotten it for free here. I searched, and there was so much fucking people on Instagram. You want to drive a Lambo, you want to do this, and then there's people that like don't believe them. Yeah. Follow this person and do this, and I was just like,
another person that's like, don't believe them.
This is too much. So I'm like, I went to an academy. It's called
They ain't paying us.
Oh yeah. Well, I went to an academy in the States, and it's like a year program.
All online.
Yeah. And then you learn how to do the charts, read the charts, figure out what you're investing in, and then you do like a fake account. So you're like trying to make sure that you know what you're doing, your strategies and stuff, and then you go live. So that is my long-term goal. Like day trading's where it's at right now. Okay. Cryptocurrency, get into that shit. Hit up Forsage, they're really good. But,
okay. Yeah, don't do Forex, y'all. Fuck that. Don't do not saying that I have, because I have not. But, oh shit, what is that connected to? I done connected something to something that I don't know what I connected it to. I don't know what happened. Hopefully we don't have technical difficulties later.
We better not. I swear to God.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So... I've been really into this show called 911 lately. Okay?
Oh, I've seen the previews.
Yeah, I had seen the previews for it for a while, and it showed up on Disney Plus. So I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. So I watched it, and it like pulled me right in. It kind of reminds me of like Grey's Anatomy, but for first responders. Like Grey's Anatomy back in the day. So it's like super over dramatic.
There's like a lot of blood and like extra. Yeah.
Like this dude got like half his face peeled off. Like some lady's neck was peeled off during surgery, and then everybody passed out. Like it was gross. Like it's gross. The show's gross, but it's entertaining as fuck. Anyways, I seen an episode where this guy is in a helicopter. And he's like flying all crazy, telling his girlfriend that's with him in the helicopter that there's something wrong and he needs her to read the manual. And I was like, this looks familiar. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. So I went to Googling, got to clickety-clacking, and I found...
time on your hands.
No, I was like, this is my background stuff. So, like, 911 will be playing in the background while I have other shit going on. But I was in bed watching this episode, and I was like, what? Like, I know this episode. So I Googled it, and I found that this actually really happened. This guy had his woman in the helicopter, flew all crazy, and then had her read the instructions, and the instructions were, like, really, really, like, not, what's the word? Serious instructions, like... Technical? God damn. What is wrong with me? I couldn't think of the word. The instructions are all technical, and then the instructions go to, does the passenger agree to marry the pilot? Like, it was a marriage proposal. Are you kidding me? that shit? I was like, yo, you gonna threaten my life for a marriage proposal? Are you crazy?
Well, clearly it was fake.
Well, yeah, he knew it was fake.
He was doing.
He knew what the fuck was going on. Like, you don't even like going in my elevator.
Yeah,
you
I know.
go in the helicopter.
I would not even be in there. That wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, like I would like I love helicopter rides. Like I've never actually been on one, but I feel like I would love one if I ever actually got to go on one because I love flying. I love being in the air. I love being on planes. I have no problem getting on a plane and flying wherever. I love it. So I feel like I would love a helicopter ride, not a near-death experience.
And then will you marry me, bitch? Hell no.
Are you dumb?
You crazy as shit.
Put me on the ground and I'll give you an answer. Land this shit right now before I give you an, like, I'm sorry.
That's
and
awesome.
the actual video, like the actual one that happened in real life, is actually like, it looks really sweet, but it probably just looks really sweet because they're playing like lovely music in the background but like when I was watching it on this 911 show, it's that crazy scary music like they're about to die music.
Yeah.
And then she had a heart condition that apparently he didn't know about, so she fucking heart attack. He had to land the plane and actually call them to, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, how would you?
I would pass out. I'd be like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dead. No.
What would be your ideal marriage proposal? Like, if you were able to like curate how your marriage proposal went, what would you pick? How would it be?
Oh, you just put me on the spot.
I had to. No.
Shit. I don't even know.
That helicopter shit would not work for me. It would probably be a day or so before I gave an answer.
Right?
Because I'd be
like,
so pissed.
I don't even like you right now.
Yeah, like you threatened my life. I'm sorry.
Not cool.
I know you knew what you were doing, but I didn't.
I think that mine would just be around family and friends. Like, it would be, I don't know, like a setup or something when everybody's around. Like Christmas time or something like that, you know, like some type of...
Something simple. Like, not like...
Mm-mm. No, my wedding's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah.
But the proposal, I really like...
Just family oriented.
Yeah, actually, we were talking about that yesterday. I was like, so we've been engaged for like 4 years. Like,
has it been 4 years?
Has it been? What's 2006, 17?
17, yeah, 4 years. 4 years.
Oh my god, well, 3 years, because we just got into 2021.
Yeah.
But I was like, so we gonna do this, or are we just gonna kind of leave it like it is?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm cool either way. It doesn't matter, right? But I actually changed, because I had, like, when we first started planning it, dude, like, I had, like, everything. I had, like, fucking helicopters and, like, fucking horses. I went all out, right?
Yeah. Like you knew what you were,
Like, it was going to be a wedding, like, 500 people wedding.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was just like, okay, so then we kind of dipped off of that, and shit happened. I don't even know if we were going to get married after that.
Right.
And then, so, like, I kind of lost that whole wedding thing. I was just like, fuck it, like, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. But then yesterday, I was just like, so, like, I really want to start planning if it is going to happen. And I changed it to, like, intimate. Like, I want, like, even after COVID, because it's got to be after COVID, clearly. But, like, really intimate. Like, 20 people and, like, high-end shit. Like, I want crystal fucking plates with diamond, gold fucking...
encrusted.
Like, everything.
Yeah.
So it kind of, like, totally switched, which is, like, probably good on everybody's bank account.
Yeah.
But, maybe not so extravagant, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just want, like, intimate, just, like, family and friends. I think I've come to that point where it's just, like, it's all about who's in my life now.
Yeah.
Because we've missed out, like, there's been so many people in and out of your life. And you're always just, like, I'm tired of, like, putting my everything into everybody that comes in and then they leave. And comes in and then they leave. You know, like, I'm just kind of done with that. If you here, you're here.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You ain't going nowhere. Like, you can't. You want to leave me? No. You can't. I'm sorry. I've invested too much into you.
Nope. I'm not going nowhere. Like, even when I was, like, that's why I'm saying I'm so glad I have you as a co-host, because even when we were talking about it, like, we were messaging each other back and forth, and you were like, I'm so busy right now, like, if you need to do it on your own, then do it on your own. And I was just like, I legit sat there and thought about it, and I was like, I did.
I know, you like text me, like, no. That's not gonna happen.
Like, why?
So we're just gonna have to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And so, like, literally, I message her. I'm like, okay, so I've decided that we're going to be recording our podcast this weekend. I'm available Saturday and Sunday. Let me know what time works for you. Like, that's pretty much where it got to.
It was like that breakup when you try to break up with someone. They're like, no,
No.
not happening.
I've said that before. I was like,
I'm not accepting that.
I'm breaking. I don't think this is going to work anymore. That's unfortunate for you. I don't know where you think you're going. But
That's exactly how
you're
it
here and you're staying here. Thanks for coming.
But we definitely need each other, and I think that's why we were brought together and
Yeah.
why we can't be separated.
Yeah.
So it's good. So what is your proposal? All the single mans out there that
Oh my gosh. Don't propose to me in 2021 because a bitch is going to say
unless
no.
you're new dick.
No, not even new. Old, new, oldie, goodie, baddie, none of that shit. Stay the fuck away from me. Y'all niggas is crazy. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said? All of you, every single one of you. I don't give a fuck if I'm the common denominator. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
It's not you, it's them.
Well, like, here's the thing. I realize, I understand that, like, when I have feelings for somebody, I'm a way more lenient with them than I am in the, like, from beginning, like, the dating process of it. So when I actually get really comfortable, I'm so lenient, and then I get kind of railroaded a lot of times. But by the time but then I get angry, and then when I get angry, now I'm crazy.
And you warned them before. You legit. I know legit that you warned them. And like, I'm a crazy bitch. This is what's gonna happen if this happens.
And I have toned down my crazy.
Oh yeah.
So fucking much.
She only put furniture out.
So fucking much.
I'm sorry, I had to because that was fucking hilarious.
It was just at the door.
It was hilarious.
I'm just saying, I have toned down my crazy so much because it could have been so much worse. I legit was like holding a knife to the shit, like, cut this shit up, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. It's okay.
But you have a fair warning, and that's the
they
thing.
can tell
at
them
the end
all.
of the day, you need a man. You need a man. That's it.
Not a male.
Just a man.
A male is born.
Man.
A male is born. A man is cultivated. Period. My proposal.
I like that.
My proposal. If I were to ever, like, honestly, I don't care what the proposal is as long as you don't A, endanger my life, and as long as you B, talk to my mom. You have, like, my father's not here for you to talk to. And I'm not saying you even need her blessing, because if she says no, that's fine. I'm still probably going to marry you. I've gone against my mother before. But it's important to me that my mom at least knows, and I would like for you to have a relationship with my mom. My mom is so important to me. So that's all I really care about. Don't endanger my life, and talk to my mother.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things that I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I found a Digmatized story of the week.
You did?
I did some more Googling, and it's been so long since we've had. There's more. You want wine?
I don't want to get up, and he's gonna be mad.
Okay, well then wine.
I don't want wine. No.
No? Okay.
That's too much sugar.
Sorry, guys. She's got to get more alcohol.
One time. I apologize.
Okay, why isn't it opening? I can't open it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just thought this was funny, especially now because of COVID and the type of verbiage that they were using in this article. So a couple was caught by police in the early hours having sex in a car on the coldest night in 26 years. So obviously the car had to be running because, like, you're outside. The couple were reported for breaching COVID-19 regulations. Oh, damn it.
Why?
COVID-19 regulations after getting down to it at a snow-covered beauty spot, as police warned fornicating under the stars is not an essential journey and certainly breaks social distancing guidance. At 2 a.m., officers came across the couple at, I don't know where that is, West Country. I think this is a different country. I think this is England. West Country beauty spot Dartmoor, which was blanketed in snow as temperatures dropped to -22. Oh, that ain't shit. -22? We Calgary, that ain't shit to us.
Okay, but if I was outside naked, that'd be an issue.
Right? To an extreme freeze, it says. And you know, that's just what it said. It said it was minus 22. We know that the wind chill is always way colder than that. So pretty much, they were fornicating under the stars on the moors, which may have been this year's latest rom-com, but it is not an essential journey and certainly breaks all social distancing guidance. Please continue to abide by COVID-19 legislation to help prevent the spread of COVID. I feel like, how do we know, do they live together? Do they not to live together? Like, why was it such a problem?
But I think it's because, were they on, like, lockdown? Like, lockdown. So you could only
Maybe.
go to the grocery store and to the doctors.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right? So, I mean, like, having sex under the stars, like you said, isn't essential. But it kind of is. It kind of is. Because I learned this week.
Okay.
I didn't know this before.
Okay.
But back in the day, doctors designed dildos. Did you know this? Okay, so I'm going to research it. But this is what somebody told me. She was researching it in front of me. Doctors designed dildos because women back in the day used to come to the doctors to get off because they were crazy.
That's not what
That's
story
what it is!
Continue your story and then I'm going to tell you what I'm pretty sure is accurate.
So what I'm saying is that if women don't get dicks, people may be hurt. So that is kind of essential. It is, because we lose our shit. We lose our minds.
So then what made us stop?
Stop going to the doctor?
Yeah.
I don't know, there was more dicks in the streets? I don't know. But all I know is that I do go crazy. If I don't get dick, I lose my shit. I'm a bitch.
Yeah, that I feel like would make you be a bitch to me.
Yeah,
But,
I'm a bitch when I don't get dick.
So I remember watching a documentary a while ago, and they were saying that when women would have orgasms, like really intense orgasms, men didn't know that they were the cause of that. They thought they were being possessed and that they were going crazy. So they would send them to the doctors for the doctors to try and cure them. And I guess maybe they designed dildo. Like, I don't know where your story falls in.
See,
mine,
but it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
But it's because they would go to the doctors because they would have all this this bundled up tension because they're not having orgasms. And then the doctors would give them orgasms and they got tired of it. They got tired of, like, the work. It's a lot of work. You're like,
oh my God.
And the next girl. And the next girl. And it's a lot of work. So then they designed a dildo so that it wouldn't be so much work. All right. So we're going to research this. Because clearly we got two different stories.
I don't know where you get these stories from. Oh my gosh.
Nicole, please put it in the comments where you got this, because that's from her. That's from her, and she's smart.
My goodness. So you're telling me. Okay, so you're telling me, like, say we have the same doctor.
Yeah.
We both book a doctor's appointment because we're going crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
And we need
mental.
dick,
yeah.
And the doctor would, get us off real quick, and then we're good for the rest of the week.
Well, until you feel crazy again. And then you go back to the doctors and they get you off.
Oh my God, this is not real.
Sorry, but I wanted to.
And I know, like, we're not a factual podcast.
Clearly.
We're not doctors. We're not experts on anything. But I can 100% guarantee that this is not real.
I don't know. I want to believe it, but then again, I still believe in unicorns.
Oh my gosh.
You can't don't take that away from me.
Okay, unicorns exist.
I really
unicorns are real.
Love unicorns.
Unicorns are real, and they're beautiful, and they're real, and they're fantastic.
They're magical.
And they're whimsical.
They're magical.
Fantastical.
All right, well, there we go.
Okay, so that was the Dickmatized story of the week. So, in dropping temperatures, the coldest day of the week in, I believe this was England, they decided that they were still going to meet up and get their freak on outside in public, and police were not having it. Period. Yeah. COVID
That was an expensive pussy run.
That's what I'm saying, because everybody's getting fined for shit. Like,
Jesus.
You know what bothers me? I'm going to talk about this real quick, because we don't really talk about COVID that much. Because it's so, like, it's everywhere. It's overkill.
So done.
Right? So, the whole mask thing, just wear the fucking mask. People, like, I seen a video of this woman losing her fucking shit in a store because they asked her to wear a mask. And I don't mean she was cussing them out and telling them what her rights are as a human being. She was, you can't tell me to do this!
She needed to go to the doctor to get off, and she would have been fine. That wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
It wouldn't
My
have
head
happened.
hurts.
She lost her shit. I'm telling you, that's why. Okay,
She was, okay, alright. So apparently, she was upset about not having to put on a mask, and apparently she needed dick. So that was the reason why she was acting like that. Because she needed a dick appointment.
But what happened? Like, did they charge her?
No,
like,
the video ended very like with her just screaming and carrying on like an idiot. Like, they were asking her to leave the store. They asked her to put on a mask. She lost her fucking mind. They asked her to leave the store. She was literally and I mean a grown ass woman. Like, she's old enough to be our mothers. Like, she was a grown ass woman. And she was stomping her feet, and it was literally like a toddler having a tantrum. If you are that upset about wearing a mask, go for walks outside to get your fresh air and send someone else to get your shit for you. Because I'm telling you right now, the day I encounter a fucking grown-ass woman that acts like that, and there was a man, fuck this shit. I was at Fabricland. Okay, this was like last year or the year before. I was at Fabricland. This is pre-COVID, and this man was cussing off the store manager Stink to the point where his wife was like begging him to stop. And I was like, get the fuck, like, I lost it. I was like, get the fuck out. Like, I'm like right here with the man. There's no reason for you. I've not seen not one man work at Fabricland. It's all middle-aged women or older women that work at Fabricland.
And it's a quiet place. Like, how can you get mad at Fabricland?
Super quiet. Fabricland is a pleasant place to be. Like, if you just want quiet and you just want to like look for fabrics and shit, like,
and feel all the things.
Exactly.
And see all the sparkles.
Right? And this man is carrying on like a fucking fool. His wife was so embarrassed, and then when his wife tried to step in, he starts cussing off his wife. And I was like, you need to fucking go. You need to go. Like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but him and I got into it, and then all the other people that were in the store, like, they rallied around me. It was like something out of a movie.
You're like, ooh.
And then he finally, and then we made him leave the store, but like, don't carry on like that, because people who work in these stores are literally just doing their jobs. And how would you feel if you were at work doing your job and someone comes and screams at you and starts acting like a fucking toddler?
That's why I don't work in retail.
I'd lose my job. I'd lose my job.
Yeah. I'd lose my job and be in jail.
Yeah.
Dead.
Right?
Period. Point blank. And if that was my husband, I would have left his ass.
And she did, because he starts cussing her off, and so she takes the kid and she takes the kid and she leaves.
The kid was there too.
The kid, like
little,
like maybe a toddler, not even like a full
that poor child.
But anyways, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. We back again. Oh, we should probably let you know that episodes are not going to be every week anymore. They are going to be every 2 weeks. If we do have another episode where we can do like back-to-back weeks, then we will do that. But based on our schedules, we cannot commit to weekly episodes. So until we're able to do that again, I apologize. But we love you. Please, please, please do not forget to rate, review, share, download, follow us on Instagram, follow us everywhere. Shit, why not?
Follow us and give us comments.
Yeah. Like, send us an email.
Send us good vibes, send us negative vibes. I don't give a fuck.
We'll deal with it. However, we'll deal with it accordingly. However, whichever one you want to send us. We'll deal with it accordingly. All right. So email us, sgnonguide@gmail.com. Don't forget us on Facebook, SGNG Podcast, _, and Instagram and Twitter, SGNG_podcast. And with that being said,
I'm a
we're
boss
boss
ass bitch.
Video.
Bitch.